Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa. Villa, what on earth are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, make sure you are subscribing. Get on this, journey / infuriating journey at times. Smash the likes, help me out. Let's try and get 1,000 likes. And most importantly, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. Very raw, emotional reaction to a game that we've just watched. And I mean, how do we summarize this? Because there's just a sense of being infuriated with us at times. And then a sense of we've created that many chances. And then you've created the chances where the keeper's pulled off. He's pulled off at least 3 worldy saves in that game to keep it at 1-1. Like, how do you even like assess it at times? Like, it's so difficult without sort of just emotionally losing your rag with it because you're that infuriated that we've not beat Ipswich, etc. But I think first things first, I think with 11v11, I thought Ipswich played very well to contain us and limit us to any real gilt-edged chances. So I thought 11v11, they stuck to their task well. They were digging in, weren't really creating anything, but we couldn't really get going. And then when they go down to 10 just before half time, we have free kicks where we'll get onto these free kicks as well. And we go into half time and there's not a lot in it really. But from a Villa perspective, when you're thinking that you've got 45 minutes to score against a team that have got 10 men, and I'm not one of these people either that say we're down to 10 men, like we deserve to win, because it doesn't work. Like, you have to earn the right to win a game of football, whether it's 11v11, whether it's 11v10. You have to earn that right to do that. And we simply just cannot defend at times in games. We just can't do it. And this is the part of my match reaction / analysis of the game where I'm going to show my complete and utter frustration to us conceding that goal. It cannot happen. We cannot defend like that. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they started to build a little bit of, did they have a corner and a throw-in? Like, that was their bit of momentum that they had in that second half, where they were sort of like just sticking on us, like long ball being a little bit direct. But the defending for that goal is absolutely appalling. And this is why I'm annoyed, because we're a team that want complete control of a game. You know, I saw Emery, like, at times today when Garcia's took a shot from the edge of the box, and he's absolutely fuming with him for doing it, because he wants that much control. He wants us to play it inside. He wants to give us give and goes. He wants to rotate from the left to the right and keep possession and keep it going and keep the ball moving. But you can't have this much control if you can't defend. It makes no sense to it. It makes no sense that you want this much control, but for one given moment, we just can't defend and we fall apart. And I've got the goal here, and to be fair, there's 2 parts to it where the defending is just not good enough at all. So the ball goes out wide. I think it's Hutchinson. And Maatsen, I've no idea what we're doing here, because what I don't understand about fullbacks is if you are reluctant to go and make that tackle, so you don't want to make that tackle because you don't want to sell yourself. So if Maatsen makes a tackle, the winger, Hutchinson, skips past him. He's got space to drive into and put that ball in. So that's why he doesn't want to do this. But what I don't understand is that when the ball's gone over here, go and win the ball. Go and win the duel. Don't put your arm up for offside because he's not offside. He's standing in front of you. So there's a reluctance to start with to engage and try and win the ball and be aggressive because we're too focused about playing him offside. And then the next aspect of it is he takes his touch and he starts to stand him up a little bit, but just be aggressive and challenge him. I think that's the best scenario here because time and time again we've seen this season that we allow crosses into the box as if we allow the cross into the box as if nothing's going to happen. But what you've got to think as a fullback in this situation is if I allow this crossing, it's a goal. That is how I would like our fullbacks to think about defending in this area. If he crosses this, it's going in the back of the net. So my job is to stop this going in the box. And he doesn't. He doesn't engage. He's able to get it beats him, and then we are in a situation where the lap has run across Disasi. So we can see here that in this situation here, Disasi's at fault as well for me because Disasi knows the lap's there. So can we not block the lap off a little bit and block his run to that front post or the middle of this 6-yard box where that ball goes in? So there's two areas to this where we have a disaster. The Sassy has to get across him and stop him from getting that touch on. I'm not taking anything away from Delap. It was a brilliant finish. But we cannot be in this situation here where we're not challenging for the ball to start with. We're standing the player up and we know where he's going here. He's going to go into this area through here and we allow him to get there and the cross goes in. I mean, you just can't make it up how easy that was. You know, Delap's had one chance when he was offside and he fired over, and then he's had this, and it's in the back of the net. And we've scrambled around for 90 minutes, scrambling how many crosses and shots fired over, worldy saves, and they just need one little moment, and the ball's in the back of the net. So that's where I'm really frustrated with us, really, because it's just not good, is it, guys? It's really not good, and you've got to show your frustration here because what else can you do? You know, first off, there's nothing happened, did it really? Nothing of note happened at all, apart from Swansea getting sent off when we got into some bright openings, but it was just a half and nothing, wasn't it? You know, Luca Dean got took off because just nothing was happening. Like nothing was happening out there. You know, it was really frustrating that we got into good openings. McGinn, I thought, was so bad first half. You know, just so slow with the ball. Get the ball out wide quickly. One touch, out your feet and lay it off. Touch, touch, touch. We were late to tackles. We were late to arriving at duels. We were just off it. And the funny thing is, this is what I don't understand as well, is that, you know, when we talk about we're off it when we've played in a Champions League game, or we've got 4 or 5 games in 14 days. Well, we've had a week to prepare for this. We've had an actual week, really. Well, just less than a week. We played Sunday night and we're playing Saturday at 3. But that's a general no midweek game to prepare for this. You know, so just not good. And then loads of territory that we were commanding and popping it out wide. I thought Marlon was good. I thought Garcia was good. And you know who else I thought was good? I thought Rashford was good. And I'm going to say this right now. We are we cannot afford to have him on the bench. We can't have him on the bench because he's too good to be on the bench. And whether there was moments where he sort of ran it out ran it out a little bit, or he ran it out to the byline, and something didn't come off it. Every single time he touches the ball, I think something's going to happen. Nutmeg, pasture, the deliveries in the box, the free kick. We had 2 free kicks before Rashford was on the pitch. The one in the first half, where why on earth are we not shooting? Why are we pissing about, trying to loft it, dink it, clip it round a corner when you are in shooting distance? And we had a second one in the second half where we did exactly the same. What are we doing? You are literally shooting at goal, shoot at goal. And I'll tell you what, as soon as Rashford put that ball down for that free kick, you know what I said? I said, follow it up. Because the thing with Rashford, everything he does is clean. It's a clean strike. It's a clean cross. Everything is clean. And that's what he does. He has to start games for Villa. He cannot be on the bench because things happen when he's on the pitch. And he's only going to get better. He ran it out to the halfway line and tackled someone. He has to be playing games for Villa. Has to be playing games. Marlon, I thought, was really good as well. Probably unfortunate to come off. Asensio should have buried his chance in the box. Rodgers, loose, looked a bit off it today. Probably needs to come out for a game and start someone that could start Marlon, can start Asensio. But I do honestly think Rodgers needs to come out for a game and then be back firing for the next one, because it just wasn't quite happening. Watkins should have scored that chance in the first half. But things happen when Rashford's there. There's link up, there's movements, there's touches, there's give and goes. There was one where he passed it out for a goal kick, and it's like, and this is what I mean when we've got players that are really good. There's other players that just aren't even on their wavelength. Rashford plays this great through pass, and Matson's just standing there watching it. Like that's and there was groans when it went out for a goal kick, and I'm thinking that's not Rashford's fault. That was a beautiful, well-timed through ball to Matson, and he's not even on that wavelength. So, just really frustrated. Matt, what did I think about? Okay, but then just not sharp enough. And you know what? Can I be too harsh on him? No, because he don't play. He don't play, does he? He's on the bench every single game, and we're expecting him to come on and be sharp as anything. But he don't play. You can't. It's not. You can't just switch it on like that. You can't just. Some players need building into games a little bit. We saw it with Ramsey when he's out. You've got to be playing. You've got to be match sharp. And I just don't think he was sharp enough. I thought McGinn was okay in the second half, knocking it about a little bit, but Tielemans probably need a little bit more. But he's playing loads and loads of games. He's not coming off. He's not being rotated either. But Garcia, I thought, was really good. I really like him. I was annoyed at Emery at one point for having a go at him, for having a shot at the edge of the box, because I just thought he's opened itself up. The angle's there. He's took a shot. Emery's like fuming at him. And I'm like, well, we could get a little ricochet. It could fall to someone. We can't just keep trying to pass it into the box. And, there was a lot of Neely moments. There was a lot of worldy saves from the keeper. We created so many chances, but we're not putting them away, are we? Like, again, at the tail of that, You can be frustrated that we've not won. You can be frustrated that we've not capitalised on results going against us. But what's the answer to these missed chances? What is the answer? That's what I'm talking about. Rashford, he had that one on the edge of the box where the keeper made a great save, but it's a sharp, clean strike from Rashford. It's not a scuffer. It's not gone out. You know, he had whip and bend. He was such a threat. Like, so, yeah, just really frustrated. We've gained the point on Chelsea and Forest, but we've not capitalised. We've played 2 teams at the bottom of the league and we got 1 point from it. Not good enough. Not good enough. No excuses. You can't have no excuses. Be better. Do better. But for me, I'm very impressed with Marlon. I thought Marlon was good. I thought Rashford was good. I thought Garcia was good. The Sassy, apart from the goal, I thought was good. You know, when he was playing those long balls, he was whipping those balls into midfield. I thought he looked quite good. Unfortunate that Kamara's gone off. So, you know, it now puts a bit of pressure on some of the games that we got coming up. We've got to get something from these games now that are coming up. So, Villa fans, let me know your thoughts on what you made of it. I mean, momentum bar. Look at it. Momentum bar. It's literally all Villa. All Villa, apart from that goal that they scored. And, you know, like I said earlier, fair play to Ipswich. Great fans, great limbs. You know, they were brilliant. But, you know, it's not about, we're not about Ipswich. I don't really care about Ipswich, to be fair. I'm focused on what we've done and what we've done wrong. Possession 76%, 2.01 expected, 3 big chances, 25 shots, 16 corners. Short corners were working okay. They were a threat, weren't they? Yeah, we were creating stuff off them. We've had 667 passes, 15 shots inside the box, which is a lot, 10 outside it. Big chances scored 1, big chances missed 2. So the tale of this is that we're missing chances. We're missing far too many chances. We're not taking our chances. 67% tackles won. We've had 3 saves. They've had 6. I think their goalkeepers saved them 1.60 XG. But not good. Not good. Let's have a look at the average positions. Villa average position. It's hard to see on this because we were against 10 men. So we're going to have complete dominance. We got Rodgers, Watkins. Did Watkins touch the ball enough? Probably not. If we have a look at the stats then. So Rashford, 86% passing accuracy. 7 of his 10 duels were won. You know, his numbers are good as well. 7 of 10 duels. And we'll have a look at some of the other duels that we've won. Ramsey won 4 of 4. McGinn's won 4 of 11 duels. Maatson, 2 of 5. Rodgers, 3 of 9. Digne, none. Kamara, 1 of 2. Passing accuracy. Martinez, 90, which is good. I thought his kicking was good. Garcia, 97% passing accuracy. Brilliant. Mings, 90%. Ramsey, 90. McGinn, 93. Asensio, 94. Maatson, 95. Watkins, 79. Marlon, 77. 2 of 3 duels won. Let's have a look at the passing network from Villa. Again, kind of what I was touching on just about Watkins. He's not getting the ball enough. He's not getting enough touches, not linking up, not coming deeper, not getting involved as much. We need a bit more. We need a bit more from him, really. A bit more of a presence, focal point. Sometimes just get those little 1-2 touches. So that's Villa. We've got Ipswich, really limited them to little, but I mean, it's hard to talk about because it's just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. The league table now, it's just there's a bit of a gap between us and Bournemouth, really. What is it, 5? Well, not really. 5 points. So 5 points. It's a bit of a gap, really, considering the games that we've got coming up. So we didn't lose, but you're going to look back on some of these games thinking we should have won. We should have put our chances away. 4 minutes added on at the end of the game. Joke. There's been 2 goals, so that's a minute. Keeper going down a lot. I can't begrudge the keeper going down. Do you know what I mean? They're fighting for their lives. They're trying to stay up in the Premier League. They're going to do anything that they can. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys have got to say. I think I've spoken enough about it. So yeah, just got to be better. Plain and simple. Got to be better. But yeah, so I imagine there'll be a couple of changes in the lineup for the game against Liverpool. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. Fair play to Ipswich. Up the Villa.